Let's talk to a guy that has certainly gotten better and gets drafted by our Atlanta Hawks. Kobe Bufkin joining us on the WadeFord.com hotline. Congratulations, Kobe, man. Welcome to the ATL. We're happy that you're here. Happy that, that this journey is turning out the way that you talked about it at the draft and dreaming these things. How does it feel, man? Like what's been going through you through this whole process after you get drafted and then you come to Atlanta? I saw the arrival at the airport. They're chanting your name. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very cool to finally arrive in the city and finally hear your name called. Just looking forward to getting to work. ATL is a beautiful city.
How much fun? How nervous were you on draft night?
Oh, very, very nervous, but happy at the end of the day. Kind of let out a sigh of relief that we finally, fulfilled our dream.
Kobe Bufkin joining us here talking about our Hawks. He was our first-round pick, introduced to the media today. You're going to wear number 4, is that right? Yeah. What's the significance?
So usually I try to wear 2 or 4 because of Kobe, but never 24. Never 8.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's really the significance behind it. Just trying to carry a piece of it with me.
Very cool. Now, for guys who didn't see the draft coverage, tell the listeners, man, what is your game? How would you describe your game?
I think I bring a high energy feel, defensive presence, but also a versatile offensive player.
Kobe, Landry Fields mentioned this when we asked him about why they chose you, and he was talking about some guys like to play, some guys love it, and he mentioned you as a guy that loves it. What is that about you? Like, are you a gym rat? Like, what is it about you that loves the game and loves the competitiveness of being and playing basketball?
Yeah, I think that's credit goes to my parents. When they introduced me to the game of basketball, they always talked about being the best you. So ever since, learning to approach the game like that, that's always been what I tried to do. So I think that's where my love of the game stems from.
It's our newest Hawkeyes, Kobe Bufkin, with us here on the WadeFord.com hotline. Playing as a Michigan man, what was it like playing for Coach Howard? What was Juwan like to play for?
Yeah, it was a crazy experience. Something I don't take for granted. Coach Howard did a hell of a job teaching me what to expect on the next level on and off the court.
Kobe Bufkin joining us, guys, here on Dukes and Bell, our newest member of our Atlanta Hawks. So you grew up in Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
What's the hoop like?
Yep.
What's the hoop like in Grand Rapids? I hear everybody talks about the Michigan hoop up there, man, like Juwan and all these guys. What's the hoop like?
Yeah, the hoop on the Grand Rapids, is amazing. We have Grand Rapids, we have Detroit. We often go at it. West side versus east side, but I think Grand Rapids lately has had the leg up on that.
Flint used to be the spot, though, right? A lot of guys came out of Flint at one point.
Oh yeah, Flint's still a piece of it too.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, I hear tough cats come out of Grand Rapids. Is that true?
Yeah, very true. Very true.
I gotta talk to Kobe. I mentioned this earlier on the show, Kobe. Who put together the ensemble? Was that all you for the draft night, man? That was pretty ballsy move.
Oh yeah. A guy by the name of Julian, brand name is Better Days. Look him up on Instagram. He put the fit together. He came out with the beige look, and I kind of just went with it.
Yeah.
And then the jeweler was Zoe Frost.
Who was the jeweler?
Zoe Frost.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Listen, man, we take notes on this stuff. You know what I mean? We got to show up at the game fit too.
Yeah, for sure.
So you get introduced. Have you talked to anybody else on the have you had a chance to talk to Trey or anybody else on the squad and get a chance to introduce yourself? Or has this just been a whirlwind where you come in, hey, we're going to meet the media and you're doing all the other stuff for the team?
Yeah, I had a chance to slow down and talk to DeJounte on the phone, AJ and a couple of the other guys. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to being here. It feels like a very good group of guys.
I know things kind of have to take off and get their own momentum. Kobe, I guess you guys will be off to summer league. What is the general manager? What have they told you got to do next?
Just focus on summer league, bring home some hardware early in the season.
Cool.
And just go out there and compete.
Now they describe you as a two-way player. Would you consider your defense as good as your offense? Because this is something we were talking about, Kobe, when they draft you, everybody in Atlanta was like, "Oh, dude plays D." I mean, like you get after it.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of my best attributes. Something I added to my game. You know, freshman year to sophomore year, and it's something I feel like I pride myself on.
Are you excited about the city of Atlanta? I know that, again, we always put ourselves in guys like your shoes and say, man, it's so exciting. You start that night, you don't know where you're going to wind up. And of all the places, where was Atlanta on your list?
Atlanta, actually, you know, it wasn't too high. I didn't really work out with them for the pre-draft process, but we had a conversation at the combine, which it felt like ages ago. But they believe in me, and I believed in them, and the conversation was great. So I'm happy to be here for sure. And
Landry Fields talked about it. He said your maturity, all the things you've been telling us about your work ethic and the things that you envisioned yourself doing, that said really impressed the organization.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, you were named, for those who are wondering, after Kobe Bryant, correct?
Yeah. You can say that.
Okay. I'm trying to. I don't know the full story. How would you describe it? What did your parents say to you, or how would you explain that? Because Rob Pelinka for the Lakers was saying you were a guy that was on their target big board because he thinks it's very cool and it's special seeing draftees named after Kobe. So explain that a little bit to our audience.
It was really just a timing thing. My mom always says I'm not named after Kobe, but I find it hard to believe. One of my brothers is named Michael, and the other one is named Isaiah. So I find that to be a coincidence,
That's cool, though. Yeah, obviously Michael Jordan, Isaiah
now,
Thomas.
If you got a cousin named LeBron, then you got a whole starting five.
Right. Yeah.
Well, man, we appreciate the time. We are looking forward to big things from you, Kobe. I know you're ready to get the work in. We appreciate you stopping by for a few minutes, man, and we're looking forward to seeing you on the floor. Congratulations on being drafted, and welcome to Atlanta.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show.
Thank
you.
you.
Have a good one.
You too.
Thanks, man.
All right, got to get that fit, Mike. I looked up the jeweler.
Yeah, isn't that tight?
Very tight.
I was telling Carl, I was texting Carl the night of the draft. I said, man, this dude looks like he could totally come into this. Would be like an Outcast album release party, right? Right, about 2002.
He looked the part, man. He was ready to go.